But I think we should say the things that we don't like about the game first.
Yeah, get those over with.
Let's get those over with.
Yeah.
And the things we don't like about the game are...
Welcome to Cloudy with a Chance of Meeples, a channel of conversation and board games.
Hey, my name is Brent.
And I'm Nicole.
And this is Cloudy with a Chance of Meeples. And today on the channel, this is exciting. This is like, I'm pumped. I got this. We got this earlier this week when it was still unannounced. And we opened the box. You can check out the unboxing of this game, my Lil Everdell, in the description of this video. But we got this and I was like blown away. I was like, they made Everdell for little ones. We have six.
The best.
This is like the game I've dreamed about having since I originally played Everdell. Yeah. After 200 plays, our 6 and 9-year-old are like, "Can we play? Can we play?" Well, more so, our 9-year-old now is asking quite a bit. Can I play? Can I play? And I'm not hesitant to teach him, but I'm excited to teach him. But I know that there's a lot to think about. It's a big game, especially for a 6 and 9-year-old. Now there's one that's targeted and like geared for them. Yeah. This is amazing. I'm going to show you how this one plays. If you're new to Everdell, if you know how to play Everdell, this is all going to seem very, very similar and familiar. In the final radar overview, I'm so excited I can't even talk. Let's just roll along. Final forecast coming up.
Cue the thunder.
So the radar overview for my Lil Everdell for kids. Join the kids of Everdell as they pretend to be adults while the adults are wishing they were still kids. I'm an adult. I can totally resonate. That totally resonates with me. Come along and gather resources to build the best pretend city of Everdell. Easy to learn, worker placement, tableau building. Everything you love in Everdell is in this box made for the little ones in your life. If you played Everdell, a lot of this will seem very, very familiar, but let me just explain how you play this game. You will either be butterflies, mice, foxes, or lizards in this game. Each player will gain 3 little friends of specific types. You'll also gain a home board. It is played over 4 rounds, noted by the moon at the top. It'll continue to move around the top of the board. On your turn, you'll be placing a worker onto one of the 7 locations on the board. The top 3 to gain resin, twigs, and berries are open locations, meaning multiple players, including yourself, can be in one of those spots. Whereas these dice gain you a little bit better resource options. Only one player can go there. So in this case, if this player goes there, they would gain any resource and a victory point. Whereas if they go here, they would gain 1 of each of the 3 resources: berries, twigs, and resin. So you'll be gaining these resources to build these cards. Critters cost berries to play. This juggler, 3 berries to play, worth 1 victory point at the end of the game. Whereas this pirate ship is a construction and it costs 1 twig and 2 resin to play, worth 3 victory points. If ever you build one of these red cards, that's another option as to a place where you can send one of your own friends in your city. You pay the cost, 1 twig and 2 resin, and you would gain this card into your city. I'll say this: so on your turn, you're putting out a worker and then immediately having the option of building a card or not building a card. So let's just say I built this pirate ship into my city. It would go here. We would replace this card, so there's always 8. How awesome is this? Chip sweep. If you're familiar with Everdell, you know the chip sweep, and the power is exactly the same. Copy 1 of your production cards in your city, and the 2 cards together look absolutely adorable, as do all of these cards, let's be honest. So you are building your city. The most cards you can ever have would be 12, because you have 3 critters, 4 rounds. You have an option of building a card every round. And anytime you achieve one of these parades, you can collect it. So if you ever have any 3, a set of either red cards, prosperity cards, Tan Traveler, or blue cards, governing cards in your city, you take this, If you're the first one to take it, you get 6 victory points. You'd have to have 3 of one of these 4 different types. And these victory points just go down 3, 4, 5, 6. So the faster you get it, the more victory points you get. This is one of each of the 5 different card types, 5 different 5 critters, not different, just 5 critters, and 5 different, or 5, 5 constructions. And again, they all do different things. All the green ones, they activate. They will also activate at the start of every round. As you see, move this out of the way. Every round, you will activate all of your green cards in your city. So green cards are powerful in that sense. But these blue cards gain you bonuses. So after you play a critter, you gain a free resource. Tan Traveler cards also pretty powerful. You build this party for 2 twigs, you right away get 2 resin. Purple Prosperity cards trigger at the end of the game. So at the end of the game, if you built a castle, you'll get 1 victory point for each production card you have in your city. So there's, this is just Everdell for kids. It's exactly what the game says. If you played Everdell, you'll see all these things. The critters are very similar. There's a pirate ship in Pearlbrook. There's a castle. It looks the same. It's just different artwork. Just kid-friendly artwork. You go through these cards, and it's Everdell for kids. Like, that's seriously what it is. So you have the Evertree, Zipline, the Farmer, Grass Clipper, the Market. You have a painter, a bank. And so there's all sorts of amazing artwork, once again, by Andrew Bosley, who did the original. This is the Ranger. Come on. That's like one of the first cards I built when I played the first time with my kids, because it's my favorite card. It's just absolutely fantastic. So more on the final forecast as to what I think of the game, which you probably already know. But that's, in a nutshell, how you play my Lil Everdell. Let's move over to now the final forecast. So the final forecast for my Lil Everdell, I feel that right off the bat, we should mention the things that we don't like about. Because obviously, it's pretty apparent we do like the game and love the game, but I think we should say the things that we don't like about the game first.
Yeah, get those over with.
Let's get those over with.
Yeah.
And the things we don't like about the game are... There you have it. Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. This game is a slam dunk. It's a grand slam.
It's really good.
I can come up with all sorts of sports analogies on the fly here. This game is amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
And before we move forward, this isn't necessarily just a kid's game that you just throw on the table and let your kids play. No, this is a family game.
Yeah, I agree.
To pull out with the kids.
Yeah.
Or grandparents with your grandchildren.
I mean, we haven't had this very long, and we've had a ton of fun playing it already.
Absolutely. So this is a family version of Everdell. I came up with 3 things that I think are exceptionally well done in this. You as well.
Yeah.
So let's jump into as to why we think. Because it's a little biased. Maybe not biased, but it's kind of like, of course you're going to like this, Brent.
Yeah,
you love Everdell.
I know.
It's for your kids. Why wouldn't you like it? I get that. Yes, there's validity to that. But I have 3 reasons why I think it's a great family game and a great game for the younger age range. So you start.
Oh, okay. So I wrote one of the things that I really like about this game is the artwork. Of course, because I love the Everdell artwork, and this is the same. Just
Andrew Bosley.
for kids.
Yeah.
So, it's on the cards are a bunch of kid critters, which are just adorable, right? Like, so you got the hero, which is the ranger.
Same
the
power.
Ranger's kid.
Yeah.
Which is just adorable.
It's crazy that
it's the same power.
Yeah.
Or power, whatever.
Yeah, same ability.
Ability.
Yeah.
So it's just great. I love it. I love how it all connects. And of course, like, because we're so familiar with Everdell, it's just like, it's the best. But even, I think, take regular Everdell away, pretend we don't know anything about that, and I still love this artwork. It's amazing.
It's crazy to think that Andrew Bosley came up with a way to make Everdell more cute.
Yeah.
Let's
how?
be honest.
I don't know.
I don't know. That guy's a genius. And so I agree. One of the things I love the combos. So you have the combos in base game Everdell. You build green cards. They reactivate. They do the same here. You can build those blue cards, which in the base game Everdell, you gain benefits.
Yeah.
You build a critter, you gain a resource back. You build a construction, you gain a resource back. They did the same thing in this.
Yeah,
You'll be
just
gaining
simplified.
resources back.
Yeah.
You can build critters for one less berry or build buildings for one less resource. Like they have the same thing.
Yep.
Destination cards. You can come up with these little engines much like you can in the full-fledged version of Everdell.
Yeah.
And it's just distilled down so kids can comprehend that. I find that absolutely amazing, fascinating.
Yeah, really cool. I agree. I also like how in this little Everdell, there's 12 turns. There's 12 turns. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just really simple, right? For the kids, like, instead of everyone kind of moving seasons at different times and stuff, which works really well with the regular game with adults. But I feel like with kids, it just seems...
That concept is
strange.
strange.
That concept is very strange, and it wouldn't seem fair necessarily, right? Why is he done and I'm not, and all those things. So it's cool that there's just 12 turns. Everyone kind of ends at the same time, and that's it, and that's the game. I like that.
I like, the whole structure. In each round, you start by rolling those like dice, those forest dice, and then
it's really clean.
You
like, it just
gather your
feels...
goodies, so then you reactivate all your green cards. So it shows like forward planning, which I'll speak on further a little bit later. But I love the balancing in this as well.
Yeah.
So they have those fort cards and those captains for the different critter type, and you just gain resources and victory points at the start of every round. So if you're playing with,
it worked really well for our youngest.
Yeah, like our youngest. That was good for her because she had a chance to gain a victory point and a resource. And by, the second round, she knew what she wanted to build. So she's purposely taking a resource that she knows she's going to need or wants to use to build a certain card.
Yeah.
And that whole balancing, I just think it's amazing. It's just, I love that. So
it's great.
Your third?
Ease of play. It's just really, I know it's kind of a generic thing to say, but it's just really easy for the kids to learn. Like our kids do play a lot of board games, obviously.
Yeah.
So maybe for them it's a little easier than some others, but at the same time I feel like, it's just so well done, so easy to understand, and mom and dad are going to want to play this game too.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, like I didn't have to
simple,
throw
but
the game.
It's not boring.
Right. I didn't have to throw the game. I could come up with my own little engine, I love I'm going to move into my third one. Like you have ease of play. At the same time, every decision is a meaningful decision.
Yeah.
Which in a lot of mass market games, which dice am I going to roll? You're going to roll the dice and you're going to move. You know what I mean? Like you just, in a lot of mass market games, that's the mechanics.
There are no.
We're starting to see that change, and this has a lot of meaningful decisions every turn.
Yeah.
And especially for a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Or a 10-year-old, or in our case, a 9-year-old. Like,
and it gets
the age range.
It gets them thinking. Like
it gets them thinking. They have to plan ahead.
A little bit.
Yeah, they have to plan ahead. But our latest game, our daughter built. She built the kindergarten. She built like 4 red locations that let you have destinations.
Yeah.
A couple of them, one of them gave her twigs, one of them gave her resin, a couple of them gave her activation of 2 of her production cards.
Yeah.
She didn't fully grasp that, but she built 4 of those, and then she built, I forget, maybe it's the queen or whatever it is, or the princess, 1 victory point at the end of the game for every destination card.
Yeah.
Well, she knew she had 4, so she built that knowing that she would gain 4 victory points at the end. So there is that, again, it goes back to the combos, that there are those things from Everdell that they've just distilled down, that's easy to understand, ease of play, unbelievably cute, components are great.
Yeah. And like to add to that too, at the same time, like the kids it doesn't have to be like a huge thinky strategic thing. Like one of our kids was just playing all the cards that they thought were cute.
Yeah.
And then you know what? It worked out because all of our scores were
They were like within
like
6 points
it was
from
super close.
6 points from first to last.
It doesn't. You can't really throw a game.
No.
I feel like
unless you never build anything.
Unless you don't.
But at the same
yeah.
time, at the end of the game, every 2 resources you have left over is a victory
True.
point.
That's true.
I think that's great, and
But everyone has 12 cards in the city.
Unless you use the fort and the captain. Everybody's going to have 12.
That's true.
Not necessarily. If you're saving up, you don't have to build a card.
Right.
But chances are you're going to build a card. Overall, this is an amazing, amazing game. It's coming out at the perfect time. This, I think, is going to be wrapped up under a ton of people's Christmas trees.
Yeah, go get it.
This is absolutely a slam dunk if you have a chance to pick this game up. If you have younger kids, I'm excited in 3-4 years from now.
Yeah.
All 4 of us will be able to play base game Everdell.
Yeah, this is great for that.
Our youngest will be 10.
We're training them up.
Yes, we're training them up to play Everdell, but they're going to see those cards and be like, that's like that card in my Lil Everdell.
Yeah.
That does that. That's the same. Like, they're going to have that correlation.
Yep.
And so this is an absolute amazing game. Probably one of the best kids games I've ever played.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's that good. And again,
there
it's not
are
just
a lot of good kids games out there, but this is one of the best.
And it's not just a kids game. This is a family game you can play with your kids and have fun.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. 100% Chance of Meeples. I'd give it 200 if I could, but that doesn't make any sense.
It's your channel. You do what you want.
Unbelievably good game. Great game. Check it out. My Little Everdell. My name is Brent.
I'm Nicole.
Check us out on Facebook, Cloudy with a Chance of Meeples. Remember, grab your umbrella. The forecast is cloudy with a chance of meeples.
See you later.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember to grab your umbrella because the forecast is cloudy with a chance of meeples.